Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, and with a story I was sent by one of my love things over on Instagram. I wanted to come in and discuss it a little bit with you guys, and as always, I pinned in my pinned comments will always be the link to the article I'm speaking of. But this article really, when I got it a couple days ago, I was like, wow. But of course, I'm dealing with a head cold, so y'all know that's a lot. That's a whole lot. But since I'm able to talk a little bit better today, I felt like coming in and discussing that. And also know that the Have and Have Nots review will be up today from the episode last night. But I'm trying to get them out, as little as I can right now, because I go into these coughing spells and it's just ridiculous. So while I can speak, I'm trying to, every time I get a break, I'm going to bring a video. So this article reads, Black Tennessee gunman allegedly plotted to kill 10 white churchgoers to avenge the death of the Charleston church victims. A black man accused of trying to kill 10 white churchgoers to avenge the June 2015 domestic terrorist attack on the historically black church in South Carolina. On Monday, Nashville Deputy District Attorney Amy Hunter said in her opening statement that the 27-year-old suspect, one Mr. Emanuel Samson, referenced and used white supremacist Dylan Roof's mass shooting as a reason to carry out his attack on Burnett Chapel Church of Christ, according to a note found in his car outside the church home. Samson allegedly killed a woman and wounded 7 other people at the Nashville church. Dylan Roof is less than nothing, the note read, Hunter said. The blood that 10 of your kin will shed is that of the color upon RBG Pan-African flag in terms of vengeance. The note included an expletive and ended with a smiley face, Hunter said. The state will provide beyond reasonable doubt that on September 24th, 2017, this defendant, Emanuel Samson, went into the Burnett Chapel Church of Christ with the intent to murder a minimum of 10 white churchgoers on that day. Hunter said, you won't have to take the state's word for it, though. However, Samson's attorney, Jennifer Lynn Thompson, says Samson actually wanted to take his own life, which is why there was a suicide note left for his girlfriend, as well as a goodbye video that was sent to his cousin. What this case is about is a man who is very, very sad, very suicidal, and was looking for a way to die that way, Thompson told the jurors. Fox reports prosecutors are seeking life without parole. Samson faces a 43-count indictment, including first-degree murder. Y'all, let me tell you something. I can understand where his hurt and his pain came from, because I reported on that story as well. And it was sad, because in the story of Dylan Roof, we came to learn that he actually went into that church and fellowshiped with those people. He was treated fairly. He was treated like one of them. Not nothing. Color didn't matter that day. But for some reason, he was so filled with hate and disturbed in his brain, he opted to off those people down in that church in South Carolina. I know that a lot of outrage came. I know a lot of people felt that. But this ain't the way. Now this young man at the age of 27 is facing possible life without parole, meaning that the only existence that he'll have is the 3 hots and a cot and whatever services or programs the prison offer if convicted. We have got to learn. I know that in a lot of ways people be feeling like the Malcolm X syndrome by any means possible. But is that really always best in every situation? I think not. See, first of all, we have got to start addressing the mental issue that runs rampant within our black community. Black people don't like to get help. when they feeling down and depressed and everything ain't working right upstairs, the first thing they think is, I'll be all right. They refuse most times to go and get the treatment that they need to get that organ back working well. I have said it many a times on these videos that the brain is just like any other functioning organ in the body. It is subject to malfunction, and when that time comes, you have to do something to get it back to functioning properly. I also think that, he may have been suicidal. He probably felt like, if I go in here and do this will avenge these people, and then I can take myself out because they not finna lock me up. But look what has happened. He's been locked up. Now he's facing all of these counts for what he wanted to do. A 43-count indictment, including first-degree murder. And he black, so what you think gonna happen? I know a lot of times people don't like to hear that, but let's just be real. It's some things that you automatically get when you're black. You automatically assume to be a thug. You automatically assume to be guilty. Every negative thing that you can think about, people automatically assume that because that's what folks have said throughout history, but that is simply not the case. I understand his anger, but his ideas on how to deal with that anger was way too extreme. Do I want to see him locked up for the rest of his life? No, but I know he has a debt to pay to society because somebody was injured. What I would like to see is us using that energy. First of all, take care of each other. Take care of self. Get the mental help that you really need. If you know that you are thinking of, if you have suicidal thoughts, hallucinations, or the things that are coming to your brain is not okay. It's kind of extreme, radical, even if you will. Get that taken care of. There are plenty of places throughout these great United States that will give you assistance, and most places will do it for free. Secondly, when you feeling some kind of way about an injustice that was done, think that situation out. I would much rather you be vocal on a political front or talking to, your local law enforcement and lawmakers about a situation, opposed to you taking it upon yourself and plotting to do something as heinous as this, because you more likely will get caught. I really feel bad for him because I totally get why he upset. I get it. That was awful what happened to those good people down in Charleston, South Carolina. But taking the law into your own hands is never going to be the answer. It's never going to be the answer. There are ways to fight oppression. People have been doing it for decades now. But this is not the answer. And my heart is heavy for him because I feel like he has some mental issues. I also feel like that this situation in June of 2015 only caused him to spiral downward even more, to the point where he felt that this would be an ideal thing to do. And it simply was not. This interests me because I want to see what's going to happen as this goes to trial. I want to see what evidence can be presented that could somewhat help him in some kind of way. We already know he's going to go to prison. But what else? How long will he ever receive the mental help that he needs? And we all know, if you haven't heard or watched the documentary or don't have nobody in your family or friends that have ever been in the penitentiary system, they don't really offer many services as far as dealing with mental health. But that's something that we need to work on as a people going forward, as we jump into this new election season that is upon us. Think about that. Who cares about the mentally inept? As always, I will pin this comment down in the description. No, I won't. I'll pin it down in the pinned comments so you can go over and read it for yourself. And as always, as I end every video, please understand that the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on these YT streets. Like the comment down below. Let me know what you think about this article. Do you agree that we need to up the services of mental health awareness and services for those who need it in our community as a whole? Do you think that there's a problem there? Do you understand this man's plight? Do you agree with me that his way of going about expressing himself and I guess trying to get over what happened? Do you understand that this was totally not the case? Do you agree with me? This is not the way to go about getting justice for something you feel is wrong. Not to mention, I ain't dealing Roof on death row. Somebody let me know below. Anyway, if you have not become a love thing for the free 99, please hit your subscribe button today and become one. We agree to disagree, but we love on each other all the same around these parts. Also, once you become a love thing, please remember to tap that notification bell button so that each and every time I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from this channel, you will be notified and you can come in and enjoy the conversations. It's a drama-free environment. Also, the next video that I will upload will be the review for the haves and have-nots. Thank you all for your patience. Y'all have a great remainder to your Wednesday, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.